I'm on step 12C. Basically, it's putting on the panels. And again, I have a 30-foot building, so I'm going to use the 12 by 15 plus. That's what I'm doing. So basically, what you're doing is you're using 1166 or 11166. And also, you're using 11157. But with the extension kit, you're basically putting in 11166. And I'll show you how that works. Basically, on the side panel, you're going to go 11157 and then 11166. You get two 57s and one 66. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I have backed up a little bit so I can show you a little bit. Basically, what the directions call for is everywhere where you see a truss or a column, I think they call them trusses, you're going to get two pieces of 11157. Those two pieces of 11157 get attached to the truss. So right there's going to be two pieces of 11157. So there's one piece here. This is the column that goes down. One piece. There's 11157 here, 11157 here, and then you're going to see the other piece is called 11166. That's right here. This is a smaller piece. It's only one, two, uh, three sections or three indentations. And then you go to 11157 again. That's one, two, three, four, five, six pieces. And then I guarantee you, if I look here, these connect to the column because the two pieces will connect to the column. And when I back up, yep, they've connected to the column. So that's basically how it's done. Three pieces per section. 11157, you need two pieces of those. 11166, you need one piece of that. So that's how it's going to look when it's all said and done. It was a pain in the butt, I'm not going to lie. And you don't run it all the way to the end, so I haven't figured that out yet. But it does tell you the directions to start at the bottom, and it's going to make your life a lot easier if you start at the bottom, because the bottom is unforgiving. The top, you get more play at the top than on the bottom. Everything I did, it's square, it's level, but one of the things that I noticed was after a while, I had to pull all the anchors out. I only put four anchors in because I could see that it wasn't getting, the columns weren't coming together. The columns were spaced out too far. So now they're correct as far as I can tell. Stop for the ambulance. So I'm coming on this side to show you how I did it because there's some things I wanted you to know that I have learned the hard way. So basically, what you're going to need is, well, what I had to do was when I got farther down. When I get farther down, they seem to have been off more. The columns seem to have been off more. So I had to undo the anchor bolts, which they're still undone, and I had to just basically get a sledgehammer and bring it bring it back this way so I could connect. Because if these pieces don't connect in the center, like right there, it's just not going to work. So there's only so much giving you can do to it. So I had to have a sledgehammer, and I had to have a sledgehammer and move this whole truss or column to line it up with that. So you start the bottom ones first. Get all those started because you might have to disconnect, especially the farther down the line you go. I ended up having to disconnect these because it seemed to pull everything together. And basically, I just had to disconnect like two sets of it so I could push it. It's hard to explain, but when it's all said and done, it'll make sense. So get that done. And then just remember on these, if you remember earlier in the videos, I said you could flip them up or you can flip them down. It's not true. These have to be flipped up like this because that's the only way the holes will align. If I was to flip it down where it was hanging down, the holes would never align. So it's good that I flipped them up. I did that part right. But you can see how this is compared to this one. So everything is not absolute on these. That's why you might have to disconnect on this side and push up on this side to get this matched up, depending on how you do it. It was a royal pain in the butt, but when it's done, it's done. It's pretty well I got everything done, and I got the other side done. And the interesting part was you leave the first two layers, or you leave the first layer out. So I want to talk about that a little bit. If you look, you'll see an arrow up there. The arrows are always hidden. So when this is finished, the arrows are always hidden. So when I was doing this, it was cool because I could just leave the last screw undone and slide the new panel and just slide the new panel in and it would be held. But on the other side, the arrows, it was weird. I guess I could have started from the other end and worked up and it would have held it, but it didn't the way I just did mine. So I just put one screw in to hold it temporarily and things like that. But it all came along. So now that's it. That's how this one's looking. And now I'm getting ready to do the back and probably the corners at some time.